Welcome back to Mustache Moto. It's Ben. It is road trip season. And what is the one big problem when you're on a road trip? Or one of the big problems is getting a sore butt. You may be out riding a lot longer than you normally do, spending long days in the saddle, and that can make your butt hurt. So, I've got a few strategies on things you can do to help keep your butt from getting sore. And then I got a few ideas of things, products you can do, you can get and put on the bike that are going to help out a lot. So strategy wise, first thing is really the more you ride, the less your butt's going to hurt. So if you got a big trip coming up, just get out and try and spend more time in the saddle. I find on long trips, especially if I haven't been riding a lot, the first few days I'm kind of sore and don't feel good in the seat, especially on a long day, but that gets better and better as the trip goes on. Second, stand up and move around on your bike often. I think about every half hour you need to kind of adjust your position, and that's going to help keep everything from getting too tight. Now, on a road trip, what I like to do is, if I'm on back roads, every time I come into a little town, when that speed limit drops down to 35 or 25, I stand up on the pegs. That's kind of my reminder to get up, stand, you stretch a little bit, you move around, and that really, doing that every half hour really helps out a lot. But you got to start doing it early. Don't wait until your butt hurts to do that. Other things you can do is, while you're sitting, you can use crash pegs or crash bars or freeway pegs, whatever you want to call them. Put your feet out and stretch them a little bit just for a minute or two. Or you can fold down the rear passenger pegs and you can kind of tuck your feet back behind on those. I find that works really well, and that helps me out kind of just keeping moving around and staying comfortable. Now on the BMW, the seat height is adjustable on the GS, GSAs. I'm not sure which other models, and I'm not sure other bikes may be like this, but the cool thing is you adjust the front and the back separately. And I've found on road trips, if I adjust the front up and the back down, it actually, that angle feels a lot more comfortable on long trips. Now, I'm not the tallest guy in the world, so the GS is a little high for me. The GSA is a little high for me already, so I don't do this just on an everyday ride. But if it's going to be a long ride, and maybe halfway through the day, I'll adjust it like that and kind of change the seating position a bit. That helps me out a lot. Now, let's talk about some things you can actually put on the bike that are going to help you out. Of course, you can get an aftermarket saddle. Those are expensive. You know, you're talking probably $500 or $600 for one of those, and you got to hope it's going to be really comfortable for you. I mean, Sargent makes them, Corbin, Russell, a whole bunch of companies. So you could try those. Even BMW has their own comfort seat. But I like to have kind of modifications I do, things I add on the bike that are a lot cheaper. And actually, any of these could be done with an aftermarket seat too. So you can see I've got this air mesh, airflow seat cover on here now. This I really, really like. It's only maybe a 1/4 inch of height, and actually when you sit on it, it compresses that, so you don't really feel like you're sitting up any higher. A lot of airflow so you don't get too hot, and it adds just a little bit of springiness. So really, really like this, even though it was cheap. It was like 20 bucks, maybe less. Of course, I'll link to these things in the descriptions below, so if you want any of them, you'll know where to find them. All right, another kind of old school thing is to use a fleece. It's like a sheep fleece, and you strap that on. So they sell these specifically for motorcycles, which I'll link, and they have straps built in. This is actually part of a fleece that my daughter slept on when she was an infant. So we had it in her crib. So she's 21 now. She doesn't need it anymore, obviously. So I just cut it down and sewed on some elastic, and that take the seat off, and that goes over the seat. Adds quite a bit of comfort, and you'd think it would be hot, but actually it allows air to come through, so it's not hot, it's actually cooling. All right, another one that I've used is this inflatable kind of Airhawk style seat. It's not the Airhawk, which are pretty expensive. I think this was 30 or 40 bucks. This is an Amazon version. So this has straps, so you take the seat off, strap it around, and then it's got a little bulb, so you can open this valve and you pump it, and that actually inflates the whole seat. Then you can cinch it down, and then you get a little release for it. So you can add as much or as little as you need to be comfortable. So these are really comfortable. Long road trips, interstate especially, I think it's a great option. It does add a fair amount of height. I mean, up to maybe almost an inch to your seat, so that can be problematic for some people. Um, the real issue with this, though, the one thing I don't like about it, and the reason I don't use it much, is if you get into technical riding, if you're hitting some twisties, because of the way these are connected, all the chambers are connected, it's kind of an unstable feeling. So as you're going into a turn, your seat's also changing on you. So you don't have that really nice, solid seating position. So I would reserve this for a road trip. The good thing is when you take the air out of it, you can squeeze it up pretty tight, so you could put it in a saddlebag and then just pull it out on those days that you're maybe going to. So if I'm going out west to do my riding and I just need a day or two on the interstate to get there, that would be a good option. All right, for my last and probably my favorite way to be more comfortable on the bike, I'm coming around the front of the bike because I want to show you. These are bicycle underwear made for mountain biking. You can wear underneath whatever you have on, and they got the padding built in. So no matter what kind of seat you have, you're going to be more comfortable. You got about a half inch, quarter inch of padding in here. You can wear them with anything, any outfit. They're fantastic. Only downside, if you get caught in the rain, they kind of act like a sponge and they'll hold a lot of water. Otherwise, go get yourself a pair of these. Now get out there and ride.